Narcissistic abuse would not be narcissistic abuse without a smear campaign. We've all experienced a smear campaign. The question is how long does it last? When does it end? The answer comes down to who you are. What I want to give you in this message are 4 key factors into understanding how long the smear campaign will last in your life. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Before I get into this message about how long a smear campaign will last in your life, I want to let you know that I'm here for one-on-one support. Down in the description box, you will find access to my calendar where you can schedule some one-on-one time with me. I look forward to talking with you and helping you to understand these concepts and ideas. Now we're talking about the smear campaign. If you are dealing with narcissistic abuse, you are in fact dealing with a smear campaign. Now, the first factor into understanding how long it's going to last in your life is to understand what the smear campaign is. Let's start right there. What is smearing? It's the narcissist's attempt to change or alter the perception of who you are, your integrity, your purpose, your individuality, everything. I want you to look at it as though you're the color blue and the narcissist walks by you and throws some red splat right on you, and they're kind of rubbing and smearing so that you start to appear a shade of purple, right? Morphing you from your once blue color into this purple color, and the narcissist is doing it for themselves and for anybody else who will pay attention. That's what smearing is. Now, the campaign part means that it's done on purpose. Yes, narcissistic people smear campaign on purpose. It's also called a tactic, the smear tactic. It's called a tactic because, once again, it's done on purpose. It's thought about. It's done with malicious intent. The second factor that you need to understand that's going to help you to understand how long it will take in your life is to know when it begins. When does a smear campaign actually start? The misconception is that narcissists start a smear campaign when narcissistic rage happens, when they are triggered, when you cause narcissistic injury at the end of a relationship, perhaps. And no, that is 100% incorrect. The truth is that narcissistic smear campaigns begin at the beginning of your relationship, from the get-go of your relationship. Narcissists are constantly smear campaigning. It is woven into the fabric of their being. It's a default setting that they live by. Now, follow me on this. Narcissistic people smear campaign constantly. Why? Because internally, they don't feel confident or good enough with who they are and what they have to offer. As a result, they're living life as though it's an eternal game of whack-a-mole, where they're standing, and in order to remain standing, they got to whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole, whack-a-mole, whack-a-whack-a-whack-a-whack-a-mole, because everything and everybody's threatening to come up and take their position. Position of what? God only knows. I have no idea. Nonetheless, they feel threatened constantly by everyone, everywhere. So therefore, they are constantly running smear campaigns like playing whack-a-mole, trying to externally and outwardly keep everything else oppressed and down. Right? This is important for you to understand, because as you grow and you live from the inside out, you know your worth, your value, you become confident in who you are, you'll focus on what you have to offer, and you'll never have to focus on whacking anybody else down. How sad narcissists live that way, but this is going to become a factor into you understanding how long the smear campaign lasts. So hang on to that thought. The third thing is to understand the purpose of the smear campaign. The purpose is for narcissists to get the attention of anybody who will listen. You can't stop narcissists from talking to anyone, right? Nobody is off limits. They will talk to your family members. They will smear you to your friends. They will smear you to your coworkers, right? And this is what's hard. This is what causes a lot of suffering and a lot of pain. And a lot of times you want to shake your brother and sister and your mama and say, why are you listening to the narcissist? Talk about me. But I want to help you understand something here. Again, narcissists will talk to anybody. But another way to look at this is what's really happening is the narcissist is actually helping to expose people who aren't good for you. A lot of times people say, Kevin, the narcissist and my mom are talking and my mom's saying weird comments and listening to the narcissist, my brother, my sister, and they're all on the side of the narcissist. And my question back to you would be, was your mom ever on your side? Were your brothers and sisters ever really for you? Or are they living this life just waiting for opportunities to dig in at you? And what the narcissist has done is seize that opportunity. Aha! This person's mom doesn't even really like them. They've exposed that and kind of put it right back in your face again. So it's not that the narcissist really changed their minds or anything like that. It's just that the narcissist played into who they are, which means you need to stand back and go, that's right. That's who my mom really is. That's who my dad really is. That's who my brother and sister really is. So the narcissist smear campaign will ultimately expose who's for you and who's not really for you. And then now this goes into the fourth and the final factor, what's really going to determine how long the smear campaign lasts. And that is, how long are you going to care? That's the ultimate answer. However long you care about what the narcissist says and who buys into their nonsense is how long the smear campaign will last. Because as long as you care, you're going to somewhat engage. You're going to be running and pining to that circle of friends, to your mom, to your brother, to your coworkers who you believe the narcissist somehow got into their heads. And you're going to try to fight and defend yourself and this and that. Why? Because you care. But when you decide, you go back to the list at the beginning of this video, back to step number 1. What's the smear campaign I'm all about? Okay, the narcissist is trying to change my color, alter and morph my personality. That's number 1. Okay, that's their issue. Number 2, they live their life like that. They're so insecure, they got a whack-a-mole throughout their entire life. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, they're exposing the reality of people in my own life. People I thought were friends really aren't my friends. My mom's never really been a real mom. My dad's not even a real dad. My brothers and sisters are not my family. Oh my gosh. And then you decide, well, I can't care about that. I have to live my life, find my chosen family. I have to decide and figure out how to live from the inside out. How to really harness who I am and give that out to the world. And when you focus your life on who you are and what you have to give to the world, the more you build that into a habit, you'll stop caring about what the narcissist says and who they're saying it to and who buys into it. Because you're going to be busy, focused, living from the inside, from who you are. All right? Listen, I know that this is a difficult understanding. This is what I've had to go through. And this is what many people have to go through. And it's a process of elimination from your life so that you can get to who you are and what you're called to do and the people you're going to resonate with. And it's not going to be the narcissist. It may not even be family members of yours. Right? I want to help you to understand these principles even further. Again, down in the description box, you'll find access to my calendar where you can schedule one-on-one time with me. Telephone calls, FaceTime, WhatsApp video calls, text message consultations. It's all available for you. Also down below, you'll find access to Royal We live chat every Monday night where you can chat with me live. And Saturday mornings is Royal We Fellowship, an in-depth Bible study into the understanding of narcissistic abuse in this world. That's every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Find the links in the description box. So head on down there. Everything is down there that you need. And I'll be back with more videos right here on the Royal We. Follow me on Instagram at Join the Royal We.